This is Carlos, running past the Faro, heading for the North Beach. We will listen to Robert Cray for a little while. Thanks to Pablo and the Blues Show on Spreaker Internet Radio. Oh, maybe we won't be listening to Pablo and the Blues. Let me just see what's going on. Yeah, sorry about that.
Autocons.
Yeah. I think there's probably too much data going on for the music to play and the app to record. Anyway, I can highly recommend Pablo the Donkey Show. Run for about 7 minutes, and I've been recording for 3 of those minutes. Yep. One kilometer down. Today is quite calm, relatively speaking. 9 o'clock in the morning. The waves are coming along the beach. It's interesting. I think there might be tidal currents at play. The tide is much higher today than usual, which means that I will probably be running in heavier sand. I have the auto pause feature activated. Should I stop to take a picture or a video? Getting some good feedback from my hokey little film the back of the camera videos. Today, as every day, will be yet another wireless day for me. I won't know what to do when I get back to my laptop and have all those quality features added, all those production values added. But it just keeps reminding me of content. It's all driven by content. You can have the best recording facilities in the world, but if you don't have content, it's still not going to make a good show. Let me see if I can get on the beach from these first stairs. No. So I have to go back up the stairs to the road. 9 seconds ahead. at the Mermaid, at the Bronze Naked Lady. Today is going to be a very exciting day for the Castillo family. The three brothers are going to get together with Norma, Beth, and that's Louis' wife, Pablo, not the guy who has the blues show, but my brother Pablo, and his daughter Sophia, and we'll try and take a group photograph of us all. I'll be on the beach soon. And then you'll just have the crashing waves to contend with, and the ice smooth run lady keeping me honest. Real time on my chrono is 7:24, which is how many minutes I have been recording this show. It'll be the standard 36-minute episode. Talking about low-tech methods of getting the job done. Yesterday I ran with Norma on the South Beach, and she's been trying 3 and 1 intervals, which, as you might have noticed, the Ice Smooth Run lady, she's not very loud. I could turn her volume up a little bit. Hang on, I'll do that. So she's now on full volume. I have run 1.76 kilometers.
Workout resumed.
As I put my phone away in its pouch.
Autopause.
Okay,
Workout resumed.
that's better. If I can hear it, then I know you can hear it. But as I was saying before, there is a feature on this app that lets you do intervals of whatever duration you want. But with the crashing waves, it was very difficult to hear when she said walk and when she said run. So I figured this isn't going to work. Sure enough, we lost track of whether we should be walking or running. So yesterday I figured I'll do something different. I will set a 1-minute repeat on my Timex Ironman watch. This way, every minute I will have a very loud and 10 seconds to hear reminder. It's very easy to walk from one set of beats to the next. And then what I would do was the next set I would raise one finger, my
Time 13 minutes 38 seconds. Distance 2 kilometers. Workout average pace 6 minutes 48 seconds per kilometer.
my index finger, I hasten to add, I would raise one finger to indicate the first
Seconds ahead.
minute. On the second beat, I would raise two fingers. And then Norma, whether she was behind me or next to me, would know that she had one more minute to go before she could walk for a minute. Sure enough, on the third beep, we would walk for a minute and continue as above. I'm just going to run a little closer to the water because there's a big bank of seaweed here. I will stop speaking for a little while. Head back a little bit further away from the waves. Heading towards the nudist beach. Today will be 1 hour of running. Louis and the gang arrive at noon, and then we're going to have a little aperitivo and then head off to the restaurant.
34 seconds. Ahead.
We'll be heading off to probably the chalet because the day is nice and sunny and they have an outdoor terrace. The only problem with the chalet is that because it's off season, we don't really have the A staff on duty. So the cooking is a little sporadic and iffy. But I don't think we'll be ordering paella today. I think we're just going to be ordering a la carte from the menu. So that 3-in-1 interval using 1 minute timer is adaptable to people of differing staminas, because after the turnaround, Norma started complaining that her heart was racing. So she started taking the break on 2 minutes. So then it was easy just to go for 2 beats and then walk for 1 beat. And then eventually when we got a little further along the beach, she said, I'm going to walk the rest of the way. So I went ahead. We were doing it out and back on a deserted beach, so she didn't feel like she was in any real danger from strangers. No stranger danger. Well, I got far enough ahead that I decided to take a dip in the Met, which I did. Which brings me back to my little rinky-dink video of me taking a dip. Should be coming up on 3 kilometers pretty soon. 3 7s are 21. That's about right. It'll tell me after 30 minutes that I'm halfway to my goal. This is very pleasant indeed. The sand is firm, I'm far enough from the waves. There should be no appreciable arm swing. I'm not running into a 30-kilometer-an-hour wind. I've managed to drop my iPod on the tile floor of the apartment, which kind of messed it up, meaning that I have to reboot the device. I have to reboot the device every time I want to change apps, because the navigator button on my iPod.
Time, 20 minutes, 17 seconds. Distance, 3 kilometers. Workout average pace, 6 minutes, 45 seconds per kilometer.
Oh, there's a bunch of sandpipers to my right. Yep, so the navigator button is jammed when it hit the floor. As I say, I can only switch from one app to another by switching off the machine, switching it back on again, and selecting from the home screen another app. My iPhone 4S has started to talk to me again, which is great, because at the beginning of last week it was mute. I only had sporadic connection with the earbuds, which kind of made the WhatsApp app very sporadic as well. I had to keep redialing my brother when I was talking to him, because it kept shorting out. I pretty much decided to get myself a more up-to-date iPod Touch. I really don't need the phone feature.
49 seconds. Ahead.
I don't need a phone really, but I will be using my iPod Touch for the voice over internet protocol, which means that I could use Skype or WhatsApp or the Facebook communicating program, because I believe you can make the voice calls via Facebook. So 3 kilometers done. Today's going to be about 9. So I got about another 10 minutes in this direction, which will give me approximately 30 minutes of recording by then. And as the wind is not a feature, I can record all the way up to 36 minutes. After today's little family meeting, we have a trip into Valencia tomorrow to speak to the lawyer to discuss my mother's estate. What with Brexit and owning 3 properties in her name, we really need some
55 seconds. Ahead.
serious advice about what our best course of action will be on her death. My choice will be to cash in the 3 apartments and distribute the money after the account with Spanish revenue has been paid on my mother's estate. There's nothing to stop me coming back anytime I want to Spain. I still have relatives here, even after my mother's passing. That sniffing that you hear quite often on our recordings is not snot rockets. It's sniffing. It's an inhale rather than an exhale. I think I do it for 2 reasons. One, because my nose is running, and 2, because I get a little bit of extra oxygen in so I can talk. It's like taking 4 or 5 shallow breaths while I'm speaking, and then 1 sharp inhale between sentences. That's why I always call it podcasting pace. 1 minute ahead. Running at podcasting pace, slightly faster than podcasting pace. My sniffing is a little more regular, a little more often than when I'm taking slightly less oxygen out of my blood. This morning I woke up at 5 and listened to the collection of podcasts that I normally listen to. The BBC News, the Outlook program. Today was really quite moving. It was a week.
Time, 26 minutes, 54 seconds. Distance, 4 kilometers. Workout average pace, 6 minutes, 43 seconds per kilometer.
It was a week since those whales were beached. I think they were pilot whales. I'm not sure, but they were talking to the people who have been volunteering to save the whales. They basically had to keep them cool, calm, and wet until the high tide. And then they would try and coax the alpha female to swim out to sea and take her pod with her. I don't know if you can have an alpha female. I guess you can in a matriarchal
1 minute, 12
society.
seconds. Ahead.
4 down, so very soon, in the next 2 minutes, I will be halfway to my goal of half an hour. And then I will have about 10 minutes more. I'm up to 25 minutes of recording. I have already got further than last time I recorded on this beach. I'm running within wet shoe distance of the breakers. Total time today will be probably an hour and 7 minutes. Moving time will be exactly 1 hour. That's what I'm aiming for anyway. I maintain a steady pace going back. Alright, 26 minutes done. Last time I recorded on this beach, it was just too windy to continue past the 27-minute mark. Today I should be fine. Kevin was saying that he's going to put out a show.
1 minute, 14 seconds. Ahead.
Probably this
Halfway to
week.
your goal.
There you go. I'm heading back now, following my own footprints in the sand. I can see the faro way off in the distance. Let me take a picture. Auto pause, lady.
Autopause.
Thank you. So this is going to be a picture of about 8 kilometers distance, 4 each way. I'm now pointing to the north. Valencia is about, I would say, 10 miles from here, along the beach. Alright, I'll put the camera away now. I try not to bombard social media with too much data on a recording day. I want you to have time to listen to my show. Alright, workout resumed.
Workout resumed.
It's in fact calmer going this way. Today's episode is going to be called From the Land of Paella and Oranges. That is what Valencia is famous for. Paella and oranges. Talking of paella, you probably caught up with the latest news on rice. Rice has been found to have quite a high content of arsenic. Yes, indeed, arsenic. I believe it's something to do with the fact that because rice grows in paddy fields, it absorbs a lot of arsenic from the groundwater. Arsenic is a naturally occurring mineral. And they say that it is
24 seconds. Ahead.
it is kind of alarming for small children who their first introduction to solid food is rice pablum. And when you're talking about a child that is eating exclusively for the first, let's say from 3 months to 1 year, a high percentage of rice pablum, and the infant's body weight is so little that that small amount of arsenic would be reaching toxic levels. Scary, eh? Anyway, I guess the moral of the story is not to stick to one kind of food. I think that's true to say for adults. For good health, you should have a varied diet. I know Kevin was talking about the dietary matters today.
Time, 33 minutes, 29 seconds. Distance, 5 kilometers. Workout average pace, 6 minutes, 41 seconds per kilometer.
Yeah, this is pretty much my elk beaver ultra marathon pace. 640 per kilometer. That would be
1 minute, 31 seconds. Ahead.
what is 400 seconds? Seconds would be 5 minutes on 10k. So about 1 hour 6 minutes per lap. For 5 laps would be 5 hours and a half for 50k. Yep, I think that's right. If it was anything quicker than 40, now let me think now. Six minutes 10 would be 5 hours 50 minutes. I don't know. I'll be happy with anything under 6 hours. Let's put it that way. Having Norma here has been a real delight, but I haven't really been able to concentrate on my training. She has come a heck of a long way to spend 2 weeks with me, away from our responsibilities. And one of my responsibilities is to train.
46 seconds. Ahead.
7 minutes a kilometer for 10k would be 70 minutes, which is 1 hour 10. 1 hour 10 would give me 5 hours 50. That's better. So I was actually miscalculating by a fair bit. I'm pretty sure I can maintain 7 minutes, which will be 5 hours 50. An hour 10 per lap, 5 laps. End of story. Anything under 7 would be better than 550 for 50k. But who knows? I might have some administrative duties to perform. Besides, it's not an event for me. It's not a competitive event. It's a cooperative event. I am trying to make it as pleasant an experience for all the athletes and for myself. And some of the feedback that I have had in the past is that they do appreciate seeing me running my counter-directional laps.
1 minute, 47 seconds. Ahead.
All right. So at that point, I look at my watch, and it says 36:22. So I will say goodbye to you from the North
Autobahn.
Beach at Cullera, facing the Faro. Bye-bye.